Hi, I'm Michael Senoff, founder and CEO of HardToFindSeminars.com. For the last 5 years, I've interviewed the world's best business and marketing minds. Along the way, I've created a successful publishing business, all from home from my two-car garage. When my first child was born, he was very sick, and it was then that I knew I had to have a business that I could operate from home. Now my challenge is to build the world's largest free resource for online downloadable MP3 audio business interviews. I knew I needed a site that contained strategies, solutions, and inside angles to help you live better, to save and make more money, to stay healthier, and to get more out of life. I've learned a lot in the last 5 years, and today I'm going to show you the skills you need to survive. So it's all about leverage. Take yourself out of the picture. Let direct mail use it. Let a telemarketer do it. It's just sifting, looking for the most important people. But crafting that sales letter could be critical. Once you get it to work, if you mail it out to 600 people and you fill up 10 spaces, and that's $6,000 a year, okay? Now, do you think that if it worked for your Ramada Inn billboard and for every 600 letters you bring in $6,000 20 times, so for every dollar you spend you bring in 20, do you think if it worked right there you may want to get another one of these things and do it in another area? Hi, this is Michael Senoff with HardToFindSeminars.com. Here's a short 20-minute consultation I did with a gentleman named Dale King. Dale King had invested in one of these large billboard advertising units that you place in hotels and different retail locations where you sell advertising. And he asked my opinion about how he can grow the business effectively without facing the humiliation and pain of walking in cold selling this item direct. I think you'll find some of my ideas on leverage and taking yourself out of the picture to sell advertising spaces will be helpful, and hopefully you'll be able to use them for the products and services you're selling currently. Enjoy. So what is this company you've got started up?
It is a billboard company. That's how it started. And I went into a hotel. And when I went in the hotel, I sold them on the idea of letting me put up a board, and it's a backlit board with 50 ads on it.
How big are the ads?
They're 4 by 6.
Did you buy a franchise deal?
It wasn't really a franchise, but it was
a biz op?
Yeah.
How much did you pay for it?
No, too much.
How much?
I think it's around $6,000 or $7,000.
All right, $6,000 or $7,000. It was a biz op. They were going to show you how to make your money selling advertising.
Yeah.
What did you get for that? Did you get the boards?
I got the board.
How many did you get?
One.
Just one for $6,000?
Yeah.
And if you wanted another one, that would have been $6,000?
Yeah.
What's the dimensions of this thing? How big?
Well, 5 by 3.5.
All right, 5 by 3.5.
It has a shelf on it, and it has a phone that connects directly to the advertiser. We have a few extra things in this hotel. It's one of the more popular hotels in the area. And the other thing is right next to our board is an internet terminal, and it's free.
Is that yours or someone else's?
No, it's the hotel.
Okay, yeah.
And it does have an LED ticker tape across the top, but we never use that. What I've been thinking about doing is increasing the size of the ads so more copy can be put on the ads.
Okay, so you've got this board, and it's backlit, and you've got the ads. How many spaces for the ads?
Well, right now there's 50, but then I put in another addition to it. I put an LCD screen on the board, and that changes. And it has about 24 ads on there. And I can change that every day over the internet.
Okay, got it. That's a nice idea. So you got a very popular hotel there in Syracuse, New York, and do you have to pay the hotel to put it in there?
No.
They let you put it in there as a service for their customers.
Right, because on the LCD part, I put the weather and the sports and the news.
And was this your idea?
Yeah.
Okay. How much extra did that cost you to get that all modified?
Well, I did most of the work, but I pay about $70 a year for the service that connects it to the internet.
Okay, very nice. Do you use their internet connection?
No, it's done over the telephone. The service that I use is Viva, the screen. They're for people who want to send pictures to their grandmother or something. She just has this in her house, and it calls up at about 11 o'clock at night or whenever you want it to, and downloads the new pictures. Yeah, it's quite a neat thing, and I just modified it for my use.
That's very good. Okay, so before you put it in, did you have all the ads sold?
No.
All right, so how many ads did you have sold when you put it in?
Half dozen.
All right, how much are the advertisers paying for how long?
Now they've all expired, kind of gone down. But the ads are still there. And they were paying anywhere from $600 to $1,000.
For the year?
Yeah.
And how many had you sold?
I have 700.
Just a half dozen only.
Right.
All right, did you make your investment back at least?
No.
Not quite?
No.
Halfway there?
No.
If you sold 6 of them and the average price of the ad was what? Some you gave away, some you sold real low?
Let's say the average price was $600.
All right, so 600. If you did 6, it's $3,600.
Yeah.
You paid $6,000 for the thing, and you had to modify in your LCD, so you're not quite back in the black yet. So you've got to sell more ads, right?
Right.
All right, so that's one business. If you get all the ads sold, how many spaces are there again?
There's 50 spaces on the board, and then there's another 24 on the screen that flashes up.
So if you sold all 50 spaces at $1,000, you'd have $50,000 in income a year as long as you kept them happy. And you've got additional, how many more on the screen?
About 24.
Okay, so you're in the advertising selling business now. You've got space. Does the hotel really get a lot of traffic there?
Yeah, there was probably not 8% occupancy.
When you sold to advertising, how did you do that? Did you go walking in cold? Took you a long time?
A long time.
So it was brutal work. Do you like doing this?
Not that way.
Are you in love with this billboard?
No.
Well, why don't you just scrap it and chalk up a loss for experience? Sell it.
Well, where do I go now?
Well, maybe you can look into another business. What else do you do?
Well, I also buy annuities and mortgages. Very few mortgages anymore, but I try and buy annuities. I own real estate. The annuities is a tough business. I buy a few now and then as spotty. I just need something else besides my real estate.
What kind of money are you bringing in with the real estate and everything combined?
Well, $110,000 a year.
It's not like you're trying to get your rent paid.
Oh, I got money.
Okay, so this billboard thing,
I guess it's the type of thing that I feel I'm obligated because I went into it to do something with it, you know. But you've got a point, and I thought about that a lot. I also have 2 billboards. One of them's rented, and I get $1,800 a month for that. And the other one was rented. It's vacant right now.
okay, have you ever done any direct mail?
No.
Well, I think you could fill this thing up through some direct mail. Let me ask you this. Who's on the board? Who'd you sell the advertising spots to?
Well, I had McDonald's on there, a pizza place.
You're in Syracuse. There's a lot of stuff around there, right?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, what kind of hotel? Is it a vacation-type hotel or what?
No, it's the Ramada Inn. It's close suburb, downtown Syracuse.
In that Ramada, is there one of those things that has all the little cardboard things of all the things to do?
Yeah, there's one of those, but that is hid. Mine board is right next to the front desk.
So that thing is hid. Have you ever just pulled all those things and called on those advertisers?
No, that's a good point, though.
You've got those things at every hotel, all the sightseeing places where they pay money to put their little cardboard stuff in there. Call them up, ask them how it's working, and say, well, how'd you like to expand your advertising for less money? Find out what they charge. You shouldn't be doing the calling. You need to hire somebody, a 16-year-old kid, to do all this for you.
That's been a real challenge, finding somebody that'll work.
Well, you're not going to the right place. Have you ever gone on elance.com?
No.
Okay, you need to go visit elance.com, E-L-A-N-C-E, elance.com. You know what eBay is, right?
Yeah.
eBay, you can buy anything and everything. It's like a million garage sales, right?
Right.
Elance is the same thing, but you can hire anybody, all freelance. Elance, meaning freelance. You can hire telemarketers in any part of the country. You can hire accountants, bookkeepers, website developers, anything. So you can go on Elance. It's free to post a job. You can read the site yourself and you'll see what it's about. You can say, I need a telemarketer to work from 7 to 10, preferably out of New York, but it doesn't matter. You can have someone call from anywhere in the country. I'll show you how. And you'll be making calls on businesses. I will provide you the leads. You'll be calling 3 hours a day or 2 hours a day or 1 hour a day, 3 days a week from your home. I'll provide you a calling card number. I pay for all the long-distance calls, and I pay you $7 an hour. And you put that job up. And within an hour, you're going to have people saying, I'm interested in your job. If you're going to pay them by the hour, you're going to monitor their calls. And I'm going to send you to a website that you can instantly get a calling card number. This is a pretty sophisticated calling service, okay? It's very inexpensive. The calls are only going to cost you 3 or 4 cents a minute, okay? So let's say I responded to your ad. I said, hey, I'm interested in doing this, Dale. How does it work? Well, you're going to say, Mike, I need your phone number that you'll be making your calls from. So you'll take my phone number, and then you go into this control panel of this calling card service. You're going to buy like $25 worth of calls at 4 cents a minute. it. But once you go into this thing, you're going to program my number in, then I can make calls from my phone. You're going to provide me all the leads, and I can make calls from my phone, and then you're going to be able to go into this website and monitor all the calls I'm making. So you're going to be able to check up on these people no matter where they are, anywhere in the country, that they're really making the calls because you're paying them by the hour. So no one can steal from you. No one can cheat you. And you tell them that your calls are monitored, and you know if they're working or not. And it's all being billed to you because you're buying the long distance time ahead of time. Does that make sense?
Sure.
So there's 3 solutions. You can hire anyone in the country. You can post a job for free. You'll have people bidding on your job. Once you get someone who's interested, you make sure they have an email address, and you'll email them the leads. We'll talk about that in a second. And we'll write out a script of what they're going to say, and we give them people that they can call on, okay? Let them do the grunt work. If they can make 2 hours of calls, don't you think they can get at least one person who's halfway interested in this thing?
Oh, yeah. How many calls would you expect them to make in an hour?
In an hour? They could probably make 20, 30 calls in an hour. I don't know. A lot of times they're not there. It depends who we're calling on. But what we want to do is identify the best person to call on.
Well, I bought a list of businesses in the area. I made a circle around the hotel, and so I've got that list.
How many names?
I think it's around 600.
Fine. That's a great start. Now, that's one way. You can do it through telemarketing. And you could say, hello, Mrs. Jones, this is Dale King. You're located on 2480 East Lake, and we have a billboard. We'd come up with a script. How would you like to have more customers from the Ramada Inn come on into your restaurant and eat every night? And they may say, fine. You just tell them, just like when you pitched it the first time. You got a script?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have someone else do that grunt work. If you're paying a girl $7 an hour, so they're doing all the work, they're doing all the cold calling, and once they get someone who's interested, they take that name and number, and then you call them. You know they're qualified, and you can go see them. And if that advertiser's worth $1,000 a year, isn't that worth it?
Sure. Yeah.
You can break their payments up into $100 a month or something like that. So that's one way to do it, and that's pretty painless. You're just investing in their time, getting them to do the painful grunt work, which you hate doing, which everyone hates doing, and then you're just looking and weeding out the most qualified people, and then you go in and close them.
Okay.
All right, so that's one way. Another way is you've got those 600 names. You could do a direct mail letter. Let's say you took a photograph of the Ramada Inn, and anyone in that local area would recognize it, okay? So you photographed that Ramada Inn, and then you did a photograph of your billboard, okay? And then you have the name. So you say, Dear John, my name is Dale King. Take your script and make a sales letter. I don't know exactly what we would say, but you basically make an offer. You have a photograph of the Ramada Inn in with the letter, photograph of your advertising thing, and you just sell them on it. You let them know in a simple letter, and you send out 600 letters. You've got some mailing and stuffing and envelopes, but that's another way to call on 600 people automatically without the pain of rejection. You're listening to an exclusive interview found on Michael Senoff's hardtofindseminars.com and all that. And the people who are interested call you back.
That's perfect.
So it's all about leverage. Take yourself out of the picture. Let direct mail use it. Let a telemarketer do it. It's just sifting, looking for the most important people. But crafting that sales letter could be critical. Once you get it to work, if you mail it out to 600 people and you fill up 10 spaces, let's say you get 10 people to raise their hand and say, I'm interested, and that's $6,000 a year, okay? So you mail out 600 letters, and let's say it just cost you only $300, 50 cents a letter with your postage and everything.
Sure.
You just pulled in almost 20 times cost. You invested $300 in postage, but you got $6,000 in sales. Now, do you think that if it worked for your Ramada Inn billboard, and for every 600 letters you bring in $6,000 20 times, so for every dollar you spend you bring in 20? And I'm just giving you a hypothetical. Do you think if it worked right there, you may want to get another one of these things and do it in another area?
Definitely.
You think it would work anywhere in the country?
Yeah. What I have is a lot of people that have outdoor boards, and they're looking for someone to help them find customers.
How many outdoor boards do they have?
Oh, 50, 100.
Okay, and they're sitting on them unadvertised?
Right.
And they're all over Syracuse?
No, these are down in Pennsylvania.
Oh, are they already on buildings and stuff?
Yeah, most of them are rural.
Rural.
Yeah.
Direct mail, buddy. Direct mail and a good copywriter. If you can't write the letter, I can direct you to a very good copywriter, a couple of them, who can do it for you. It's all in the words you say. It's all in the letter. It's all in the offer. But once you get that offer to work in a letter, you've got yourself a gold mine that you can turn on and turn off.
Just buy less.
Yeah, buying lists, you just do the formula. If it's going to work for your Ramada, you just get a list, a geographical area right around the neighborhood. You can get that list for nothing. I just mailed out 500 letters last night, all through the U.S. Post Office, online. All online. You know you can do that?
No.
If you go to my website, to the Internet Tools, you'll see it. You can design your letter in Microsoft Word.
Your website.
hardtofindseminars.com.
Oh, okay.
I'll email you the link, okay? Design your letter in Microsoft Word, and then you upload it, and you upload your list, and you can mail it in a windowed number 10 envelope, and boom, they send it all out for you. You pay for everything online, and it goes out. You don't have to lick a stamp, nothing.
Wow, that's a great way to do it.
Yeah, it's great. You can mail from anywhere in the world as long as you got a credit card.
Mm-hmm.
So anything you want to sell can be sold. You need a good sales pitch, and that's the hardest part. That takes research, really understanding what an advertiser buyer wants, having some reasons why, but it shouldn't be too hard. And you may have to test 4 or 5 of them to get a letter that pulls in a response that pays out more than it costs to send out. Has that been helpful?
Immensely.
Anything else you need help in at all?
Well, what I'm trying to do is to find more annuities. They are as lawsuits that people have won, and they're given an annuity for them. Settlement.
Are settlements usually done in annuities?
Some of them. And they want more money now. Well, they have a reason, because you have to take it to a court to do it, but the tough thing is finding them.
Finding the annuities.
Through attorneys, they generally don't really care at that point. The people don't come back to the attorney. They've received it. The way we find them so far has been advertising as a penny saver.
Yeah, and what do you say? Cash in your annuities, and people know what that is?
Yeah, there's one big company out there, and they've got 2 ads in their paper.
All right, and so if I have an annuity for $10,000 coming to me over time, you're going to do what?
I'll buy a piece of it, because you can never buy the whole thing.
So what would you say? You'd say, Mike, I'll buy $5,000 of it?
Yeah.
And then you're going to pay me how much?
Well, it's just time value of money. It depends how large the payments are, how long they are. So there's a lot of factors involved in it.
So you want to find more of these?
Right.
All right, so the penny saver is one way, and attorneys know about these?
Yeah, they know about them because they actually create them.
Well, can you mail to the attorneys?
Yeah, I can mail to them, but what's their incentive from asking them for who they created them for?
Well, how much money is in those things for you?
They're usually over $100,000. I'll buy up maybe half of it, $50,000.
And how much can you profit on it?
I'll profit about $3,000 or $4,000.
On $50,000?
Yeah.
How safe is it, though?
That's if I instantly profit. If I hold it, I earn more. What I do is I buy them and then I resell them.
Oh, you'll resell them? I'd rather see you send out 600 letters and bring in $6,000 in sales for advertising than just do that. That's instant. You don't have to wait for your money. I mean, why not focus on something like that? Get a good direct mail letter that can sell advertising to a local area with these boards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want money quick. Direct mail, direct response is the quickest way to generate funds. Send out a letter, you can have orders coming in 3 days. If it's the right letter. And you don't even have to be an expert copywriter. You need an expert to do that for you. Design the letter and write it for you. And you just take care of everything. It's just like a little money machine.
Where do I find the copywriter?
I could refer several to you.
What kind of money does that?
If you were to write a letter for your billboard, I would think you probably want to do something no longer than 2 or 3 pages and maybe include some photographs. I could refer a guy to you, probably do it for a couple grand.
Right.
Would you like me to do that? Refer it over?
Yes.
All right, I can have him give you a call.
Okay.
That would be fantastic. I'm telling you. All you need is that one letter.
Well, then that's what I'll do.
Okay. I think that'd be a good way to go. I'll have him give you a call, and I don't know how busy he is, but he's very, very good. He does a lot of work for me. All right?
Sure.
Okay.
Can I help you?
So just tell your friends about my website. I'll also email you that link for the postage thing, and just keep in touch. Let me know of your success.
Okay. Maybe I'll do something else later on.
Okay, yeah. Call me anytime. Email me, call me. That's the best way to do it.
Okay.
All right. Have a great day.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Bye. You may not know what barter is or what the trade industry is, but it's a tremendous, a multi-billion-dollar industry, and I've come up with a loophole on how to take advantage of this industry and literally put thousands and thousands of dollars worth of savings into your pocket. You can hear me do it for real. In this 15-minute recording, I will show you how I saved for personal expenses almost $10,000 with only about 15 minutes of telephone calls. I promise you, you've never heard anything like this, and instead of me telling you how to do it, I show you how. You can listen to me do it for real. So head on over to the product section at hardtofindseminars.com. In the light blue column on the left, click on the link that says Barter Secrets, and you can hear it all in action. I think you're going to find this fascinating. That's the end of this recording consultation with Dale King. If you have any questions or would like any help at all, feel free to call me or email me at michael@hardtofindseminars.com. Make sure you search around the site, as I'm always placing new audio interviews and recordings all through the site. I hope you have a great day. Hi, it's Michael Senoff with Michael Senoff's HardToFindSeminars.com. Here's some information on my HMA marketing consulting system. I'm going to read through the sales letter. This way you can just listen to what it's all about. Let's get started. Here's how to use Richard's simple, risk-free home study system to become a high-paid marketing consultant in 45 days or less without any prior marketing, business, or consulting experience. Dear friend, in this letter you'll learn a simple, painless, and inexpensive way to become a high-paid marketing consultant in the next 45 days, complete with paying clients and a steady flow of income that comes in year after year. It doesn't matter what your current skills are now, and it doesn't matter if you have any connections or business experience. In fact, all you really need are a few simple systems my friend Richard has developed over the years to become a high-paid and in-demand marketing consultant. And the best part is you do not have to shell out tens of thousands of dollars for the secrets, and you can even use them for yourself almost free if you choose. I'll explain the details of this offer in a second, but first, let me tell you what's in Richard's HMA system and how you can be up and running, earning money soon after getting it. To begin with, if you do your homework, you'll find that there are several competing marketing consulting business opportunities in the marketplace. I'll be the first one to advise you to look into all of them before you invest into any of them, including my HMA system. I've interviewed countless people who have paid enormous fees to attend trainings. I've received first-hand feedback on Y2 Marketing, Action International, Topline, Peter's Son Consulting, and other marketing opportunities, and many of them are actually pretty good. But what separates our HMA system from the other ones I've seen is that with Richard's system, you don't need any previous marketing experience, any business connections, or even a lot of money. In fact, Richard will be the first person to tell you if he can do it, you can do it. How can he be so sure? Because when Richard started, he was broke himself and had very poor selling, speaking, marketing, and presentation skills. And even today, he's just as shy and introverted as the next guy. In fact, the only difference between you and Richard is because of a simple system he invented after attending a J. Abraham marketing consulting seminar over 15 years ago. You see, Richard discovered that while J. Abraham really is a marketing genius, his system, like most other marketing consulting programs today, was not geared toward ordinary people who don't have a lot of money or natural marketing talents. J. Abraham in the early 90s had credibility, contacts, and millions of dollars. The training Jay taught his consultants was from his own millionaire perspective. But Richard was nearly broke, so broke he had to borrow money from his dad to attend Jay's training. He had no credibility and few contacts. And when Richard went out in the field to test Jay's teaching, he failed. Richard did not quit. After years of experience in organizing the marketing concepts into a workable system, Richard began to experience success. Richard had discovered his own unique system to make money as a marketing consultant that is easy to follow and simple to learn. Richard had created a system that will work whether you're a millionaire like J. Abraham or broke struggling to make the rent. It's taken Richard 15 years to perfect, in tens of thousands of dollars, working out the bugs and getting his system so you can approach virtually any kind of business to offer your consulting services. And since sharing his system to the public, Richard has trained marketing consultants in the U.S., the U.K., Nigeria, Luxembourg, Australia, Greece, Ireland, Canada, and even Holland, some who were totally new to marketing when they started. Here's why. With Richard's system, all you do is use the tools he's created for you the exact way he says to use them. And within the first few weeks, you can have a marketing consulting business with paying customers and large fees dwarfing anything you could make at your regular job. And best of all, you can do it all without pressure, without strain, and without the unbearable personal rejection most marketing consultants endure when getting started. For example, most people getting into the consulting business believe making cold calls calls to get clients is the worst and most difficult way to get clients. This method is usually reserved for the consultant who has no contacts whatsoever. While other consulting trainings tell you to make prospecting calls yourself, Richard's system trains you to pay others to do your prospecting for you. Take, for instance, the telephone prospecting script in the system. All you do is take the proven phone script, hand them to a part-time telemarketer with a copy of the Yellow Pages, and tell him or her to call businesses and read the script word for word. This simple method for getting new clients works time and time again. You do none of the calling and you still generate clients. This way, you can be sleeping in, playing golf, or even taking a vacation and have an endless stream of fresh, quality appointments coming in each and every day without you lifting a finger. Plus, in addition to these proven phone scripts, you'll get an audio training called How to Get Appointments, which takes your people step by step through the whole process on how to use the scripts. That means if you don't want to pay a lot of money for a professional telemarketer, just hire a student or a stay-at-home mom and give her the How to Get Appointments training, and she'll be just as good, if not better, than anyone else at getting you appointments. Of course, the phone is only one way to get clients. Your HMA system also has already tested direct mail letters for selling your consulting services, such as an approach letter and a follow-up letter, a proven collection of postcards designed to generate leads, and even a sample brochure and professional audio presentations. And with the simple tools he'll create, you'll be hitting your prospects from every conceivable angle, giving yourself the maximum chance of capturing those high-quality paying clients within days of starting your consulting business. And if you're really ambitious, then you can use Richard's system to create what's called the podium effect. What's the podium effect? The podium effect is this phenomenon where people will automatically respect, trust, and believe people who talk at seminars or small workshops. And since Richard also includes pre-written seminars and workshop flyers, you can fill a room, give your presentation, and watch as dozens of people scramble to hire you the second you step from behind the podium. Not sure how good you'll be at putting on presentations? No problem, because Richard has already created a powerful presentation seminar outline for you, complete with a PowerPoint presentation and all the training you'll need to be up and running fast. This is the same presentation Richard currently uses to capture clients today. More on this later. You won't have to try and figure anything out or struggle or structure your presentation. Just plug in Richard's pre-made seminar presentation, follow the word-for-word transcript, and you'll be delivering a powerful, proven presentation that gets clients fast. Easy as 1, 2, 3. And here's something else to think about. With Richard's system, you won't have to worry about not having a reputation or a track record of helping business owners with their marketing. If you've never done consulting before, I know what you may be thinking now. You're asking yourself, why should these business owners believe anything I say? You're afraid that they will ask you for proof that you can get results. You'll think they'll want referrals before they work with you. You're thinking that you have no credibility. This is only an illusion in your imagination. It's fear, not based on reality. I'm here to tell you this will not happen to you, and here's why. You must understand that your clients are not interested in you. They are only interested in the results you can bring them. Being a fully certified marketing consultant means you'll be able to draw on the successful track record of the HMA system. It's actually pretty simple. Richard has discovered a proven way for you to use his testimonials, his stories, and his success for your business. And by following Richard's simple instructions, you'll be able to borrow Richard's credibility for yourself. Plus, you'll also learn a secret way Richard has invented to create your own credibility within the first 30 seconds of meeting a potential prospect without needing any testimonials, success stories, or past successes. This is one of Richard's trade secrets, and it works like gangbusters for everyone who uses it. But here's the thing. Getting the appointment or filling a room with prospects is only step one. You can get all the appointments in the world, but if you can't close the sale, then it's all for nothing. Richard knows this more than anyone. After spending hundreds of hours and tens of thousands of dollars of trial and error, he has created a truly foolproof system that lets almost anyone turn at least 25% of your appointments into paying clients. And what makes this possible is Richard's proprietary opportunity analysis worksheet. With this simple document Richard has created, you can walk into any business, command immediate respect and attention, and literally become a marketing miracle man to the owner of that business. The reason why is because the Opportunity Analysis Worksheet lets you literally make over a business owner's marketing and show them exactly how you will create real cash profits right before their eyes. And if this business owner you are talking with has any desire to grow his business at all, then he'll have no choice but to be impressed by you and want to work with you. In fact, the Opportunity Analysis Worksheet makes converting appointments into paying clients so simple you can even do it over the phone. Richard also shows you how to command large fees and even get paid on a portion of the sales you make for your clients for years in the future. It's called a contingency fee agreement. This should only be used with a client after they have hired you and paid you to do project work. Other expensive consulting opportunities teach you that contingency is the only and best way to sell consulting services, and it works like this. If you help your client make an extra $100,000 a year, and you make 15% contingency agreement with that client, you will pocket an extra $15,000 on top of your regular fees per year. If you do this for just 5 of your clients, you will make an extra $75,000 a year. If you do this for just 10 of your clients, you will make an extra $150,000 a year, and so on. Again, this is in addition to your regular fees. You can typically charge a client anywhere from $500 to $5,000 per project, and most clients will need at least 4 projects. And it's so easy once you understand Richard's system, because Richard really has done 90% of the work for you already. For example, his system includes endorsed letter samples. All you do is find businesses that sell similar but non-competing products and services as the business you are helping and strike a simple deal with them where they send your offer to their customer list for a portion of the profits. This way, you and your client make a bundle off the initial sales and even bigger windfall from additional sales later. All from leads that didn't cost your clients a penny to generate. Client reactivating letter samples. This is the easiest way to make fast cash for you and your client because almost nobody goes after his or her inactive clients and customers. And all you do is take one of your pre-written letters and mail it to your client's inactive customers. Watch your clients shake their head in disbelief as inactive customers they thought would never buy again come back to life, spending their money with your clients again and again and again. And remember, if you set up simple contingency deals with these clients, as Richard explains in his system, you'll get paid on all that action too. You'll get letter templates for things like special promotions, unique sales, and other events. Each letter is proven to work, and it's almost guaranteed money in your bank account every time you use one of them. These are just a few of the reasons why Richard's students report such fast and easy profits. To hear real stories from existing HMA marketing consultants in their own words, go to hardtofindseminars.com/audio clips H as in Harry, .htm. That's hardtofindseminars.com/audio clips. The A is capital A, and then audio clips with a capital H after clips.htm. You'll learn how they're able to get clients that pay cash quickly. This is why I have no problem saying nothing could be simpler than using Richard's system to make money quickly and easily as a marketing consultant. And realize this, every time you make one of your clients money using Richard's paint-by-numbers, pre-created tools, you'll become your city's marketing and business guru, and you'll have the instant reputation as the go-to guy. As I said before, I've seen all other marketing consulting programs out there, and I have not yet seen anything that even comes close to Richard's system. But you certainly don't have to take my word for it, because you will see you can try everything almost free if you want and see it for yourself. But first, here's a quick breakdown of all the exclusive marketing training you'll be getting in your HMA system. HMA resource number 1. This is the actual HMA system. You'll get all 10 HMA operational manuals showing you each step of the way how to capture clients and make them real profits. This collection represents the system. Each binder walks you through all steps of the system. You'll reference these materials as you take your clients through the steps of the HMA system. Richard spent years creating and refining these modules. Each comes in their own 3-ring binder. You'll use these manuals as you follow along in resources 2 and 3. HMA resource number 2, the 1995 HMA Live Seminar Training. You'll own 25 hours of cutting-edge HMA marketing training in a downloadable audio format. Richard's first live marketing consulting seminar was conducted in early 1995. Your 1995 training features Richard at the top of his game teaching a room packed with students his system for becoming a successful marketing consultant. Each student paid $5,000 to attend. You'll be able to download, hear, and learn everything you need about capturing clients and creating marketing systems for them. It's like having Richard right there with you, showing you exactly what to do each step of the way. HMA resource number 3, the 2005 HMA Live Seminar Training. You'll get Richard's most recent live training on DVD. This is the same training Richard did from 1995, but updated 10 years later. You'll see Richard in action in full color and live in front of a room full of students eager to learn Richard's secrets of his HMA consulting system. Each DVD is professionally produced. The picture quality and sound is perfect. You can play your DVDs in your home, computer, or portable DVD players. You can even take it on the road with you. I've also arranged to have your audio from each of your DVDs converted to downloadable MP3 audio files. You'll not only be able to watch this newest training in video, but you'll have full access to download each audio as an MP3 file. You can also burn CDs to play in your home or car CD player. Any way you choose, you'll sit from the comfort of your home, car, or office and have Richard transform your mind into a human hidden marketing assets detector. After learning Richard's system, you'll be trained to sniff out found money in virtually any business lucky enough to retain your services. Richard's students paid thousands of dollars to learn what you'll get in these DVD trainings alone. HMA resource number 5, the HMA Group Training Video DVDs. This is Richard's most recent training conducting live group training for 15 business owners wanting to learn how to grow their business. The group training concept is another way for you to make money. Richard discovered that many of the businesses he talks to want his consulting services but could not afford his one-on-one fees. As a result, Richard started working with manufacturing associations and started doing group trainings with 10 to 20 business owners at a time. Each group training would last for 2 hours, twice a month for 3 months. You can charge anywhere from $500 to $3,000 per business owner. If you were to do group training for 10 businesses and let's say you charged only $1,000 each, you would make $10,000 for only 12 hours of work. That's $830 an hour. I have never seen any easier way to make money than this. Imagine using one of your pre-written letters from your HMA system and sending it out as an email to a list of your local chamber members at no cost to you. Then, imagine prospects attending your free seminar on how to grow a business without advertising. Then imagine taking your guests through the pre-designed HMA PowerPoint presentation crafted to sell group trainings and one-on-one consulting services. Remember the podium effect? Then imagine having 10 people fighting their way to you with checkbooks in hand, ready to pay you anywhere from $500 to $3,000 each. If you're the consultant who likes action in an exciting group atmosphere and who likes to make a lot of money fast, this presentation is for you. Your set of group training DVDs will show you exactly how to execute this training. You'll have access to pre-designed workbooks to provide each one of your paying clients, and you may even have these workbooks private labeled with your consulting name on the cover. But there is a minimum order of 10 sets. HMA resource number 5. You'll get lifetime access to exclusive online training and support in your HMA University, including online audio, email, telephone backup, and more. You'll hear intensive interviews with marketing consultants making anywhere from $500 to $2 million a year doing marketing consulting. You'll learn their secret ways of making money and how they run their consulting businesses for maximum profit and minimum work. These interviews and trainings are updated regularly and published in your HMA University, which means you'll have all the support and feedback you need to make your consulting business fly right from the start. HMA resource number 6, you'll get my famous Joint Venture Magic course, including audio training, joint venture sales letters, and sample contract and agreements. This course sells for $595 on my site, but you'll get it for free as part of your HMA system. And trust me, if you do nothing else but harness the enormous power of joint ventures as explained in this course, you'll never worry about money again. Plus, this joint venture course also includes a collection of contracts and letters of agreements for use in your consulting practice. You'll have agreements for contingency marketing, copywriting, intellectual property rights, marketing consulting retainer fees, non-disclosure forms, creating new profit centers, referral fees, and many more. Without a doubt, you would have to pay tens of thousands of dollars in legal fees for a collection of agreements like these. But this entire collection is yours when you become an HMA consultant. HMA resource number 7, you get a gift certificate for $1,000 off my audio creation service. This will pay for itself 100 times over in your first year alone. Here's why. If your client can talk into a phone, I can create him an information product that can sell for anywhere between $497 and $3,900. I've done it myself. I've sold hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of information products using this very system. And with your help, he can then sell the product to use it to generate leads for his business. And of course, if you set up a contingency agreement, you will get paid on those sales too. You'll also get a certificate worth $500 off my audio infomercial service. There's nothing better than a hard-hitting audio recording that features the benefits of your product and service, and there's no better delivery than the Internet. Plus, you can also use this service for your own business. When you have your own unique audio infomercial, you'll literally ooze with the kind of ironclad credibility money can't buy, and even your most skeptical prospects will want to hire you right on the spot. And perhaps the best part about your certificate is that it can be sold or transferred to your clients. There's no expiration date as long as you remain an active HMA consultant. HMA resource number 8, free publicity and press training from the Publicity Doctor. This is huge, especially when you set up contingency or commission deals, because every time you use free publicity, money will come back to you in buckets without your clients having to do anything but answer the phone and answer a few questions. You'll learn the secret of getting millions of dollars in free publicity for your business and your clients' businesses in newspaper, magazine, television, and radio. HMA resource number 9. You'll also get the reprint and resale rights to 23 professionally written business reports, including Insider Business Strategies, 5 ways to increase your bottom line profits without spending an extra dime on advertising, Quick Fix Marketing, one-shot turnaround strategies for 50 different companies. This gives you 50 marketing plans for 50 different businesses. Chances are your client will fall under one of these categories, and you can use these reports to make your job easier than ever before. The Headline Bank, 100 top money-making headlines. How to up your profits in a down economy, 114 tips and techniques and tactics to kickstart your cash flow. Yellow Page Success Secrets. How to attract more new business with a riveting ad that captures immediate attention. How to use brochures to grow your business, and more. 23 in all. The great thing about having all these reports is not only this great business information, but that you can also resell these reports. You're going to have all the rights you need to put your own company name on them and resell them to your clients to make revenue. This is a residual income opportunity built into the HMA consulting training. You'll own these reports in Microsoft Word and PDF files so that you can reproduce these for your clients to sell to them directly. HMA resource number 10, the marketing, reprint, and duplication rights to a collection of my 117 hours of audio content and written transcripts from hardtofindseminars.com. You'll own the use rights, not the resale rights, to over 117 hours of downloadable audio interviews, marketing lessons and transcripts by Bob Bly, Mark Joyner, Gary Halbert, J. Conrad Levinson, Tom Hopkins, Brian Keith Voiles, Carl Galletti, Ted Nicholas, Joe Vitale, the PR Doctor, Art Hamill, Millionaire Mr. X, Taylor Trump, Herschel Gordon Lewis, and many other marketing experts. You'll instantly have a mountain of new products you can use to get more customers, clients, subscribers, and strategic business contacts. Use as free bonuses to sell consulting projects and services. Offer as special incentives to help your clients sell more of their existing products. Package and bundle together to make one-of-a-kind products to give them away free to build goodwill. Educate and excite your clients. Your options of what you can do with this content is endless. This content has been a labor of love that has taken me 10 years to build. I've invested tens of thousands of dollars and hundreds of hours to put this material together, and yet I'm making it available to you as an HMA consultant at no cost whatsoever. HMA resource number 11, a lifetime membership to hardtofindAds.com. You'll get over 700 typed word-for-word transcripts from the world's largest digital swipe file of editorial-style ads by the highest paid and most successful copywriters in the world, like Eugene Schwartz, Claude Hopkins, Gary Halbert, Brian Keith Voiles, John Carlton, and Ben Suarez. This is like having a team of the world's top copywriters on your desk telling you exactly what to write to make a winning promotion. These ads have pulled in hundreds of millions of dollars in sales and are proven templates that will work for you and your clients. In many cases, you can take what's already been done and adapt it to what you're selling. Products with just half the profit-producing ads sell for over $5,000, but they're all yours free as part of this Super HMA consulting package. HMA resource number 12, 24/7 remote control consulting service selling tool. Selling consulting people who don't want consulting can zap your motivation stone dead and eat hours of valuable time. You should only be selling your services to qualified prospects, and so you get a valuable time-saving tool to pre-sell our HMA system for you. It's a PowerPoint presentation outlining all the steps in the HMA system. This presentation will let you send a link to any prospect in the world with internet access and have them learn about what you can do for their business as an HMA consultant. In other words, it takes you out of the selling position until they have gone through the presentation. If your prospect doesn't do this, they aren't uniquely qualified as a legitimate prospect and are not worthy of your valuable time and expertise. You'll get this presentation customized with your photo, your company logo, your website, and your email address branded throughout. This one tool has saved me hundreds of hours by letting me pre-sell and educate prospects about the HMA system without my direct involvement. You'd pay thousands of dollars to produce a selling tool on your own like this, but it's yours to use and brand the second you become an HMA consultant. Resource number 13, you'll own 100% usage rights to all your marketing tools, sales letters, postcards, presentations, ads, press releases, client-generating reports, client testimonials, manuals, my $1 Million Consultants list of service providers, and more. Everything you need. Well, what about support? As an HMA marketing consultant, you'll be in business for yourself, but not by yourself. By that I mean when you have a question, you get Michael Senoff, not some customer service rep that doesn't speak English. You'll get me working directly with you. You'll get me returning your calls minutes after you leave a message, and that includes weekends. You'll get me returning your emails in hours, not days. You'll even get marketing assets I've accumulated over the years, like my knowledge on direct mail, marketing, advertising, and copywriting. In other words, I am always here for you. No question is a stupid question except a question you don't ask. And I'm personally going to do whatever I can to help you. If you need something, just ask, and I'll do whatever I have to do to get any answer you're looking for, whether it's asking Richard or going to my network of millionaire marketing and business experts. If I don't have an answer for you, I will find someone who does. And finally, as I said at the beginning of this letter, you get to try everything out. Use all the tools and learn all the secrets without having to risk a single penny of your own money. Here's why. If you follow the system step by step exactly the way Richard teaches, and you don't capture your first client in 45 days or less, I'll refund 100% of your purchase price with no questions asked, no hard feelings, and no trying to talk you out of it. All of which means you can test drive this system without risking a penny. And I mean that. I want you to hold my feet to the fire for 45 days. Use the system, play with it, compare it to other systems, and see for yourself exactly what you have in your hands. And if you aren't making money with this system in your first 45 days, then return it. How much does it cost? Well, I've done the math, and the tools, resources, and personal help is easily $22,000 worth of material, probably even a lot more. And other popular marketing systems I've seen with only a tiny fraction of the features in the HMA system cost $30,000 plus ongoing fees and even royalties on the money you make. In fact, that is the standard practice, to take a cut of the money you make with their system. But with Richard's HMA system, you won't be paying any royalty fees, nor will you be paying $30,000 or $20,000 or even $10,000. No, you can claim your complete HMA marketing system with the tools, manuals, videos, audios, lifetime access to ongoing HMA university training, and all the high-powered marketing resources I've listed and more for just 6 payments of $995 plus shipping and handling, or 1 payment of $5,970 plus shipping and handling. The 6-payment plan is my way of letting anyone get started. This is not a layaway plan where you only get your system until after all the payments have been made. No, you'll get all 13 resources described in this letter, starting with your first payment of $995 plus shipping. Shipping in the U.S. is only $43. Shipping international is between $90 and $200 depending on your location. And again, there are no additional fees to pay after all your payments are made. This investment is chump change compared to the tens of thousands of dollars you can save and make with our HMA system over the course of your life, even in the first month if you choose. This tax-deductible investment is small compared to what you're getting, especially when compared to what other marketing consulting courses with a lot less value and with all their fees and royalty. However, there are 2 small catches to this. First of all, do you remember earlier in this letter when I said I was giving you my audio creation infomercial at a huge discount? Well, if you become an HMA consultant, you're going to be dealing with a lot of people who will want and need that service. And I'm hoping you will send some of those people my way to get these audio services done when the time is right. If you become an HMA consultant in the next 30 days from the date of this letter, I'll happily pay you a fat 20% finder's fee for any audio work you refer over. Yet another way you can make money with the system without so much as lifting a finger. But this is another of the main reasons why I'm giving you all this value at this ridiculously low price. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't offering this deal as much for me as I am for you. And secondly, even though you're free to use your HMA system anywhere without restrictions, I have severe limits on the number of systems Richard will let me sell within each geographical area. Richard wants to make sure as an HMA consultant you have the maximum opportunity to profit without competitors. So being accepted as an HMA consultant is not guaranteed, and the only way to be sure of claiming your system is to act now. All you have to do is call me personally at 858-274-7851, and together we'll determine if becoming an HMA consultant is right for you. If we're both in agreement, I'll send you a payment agreement by email in the form of a PDF document. You'll complete it and fax it back to me at 858-274-2579. I'll then process your payment and send you the membership details for the HMA Online University, and I'll rush your HMA system to you by U.S. mail or Federal Express. You can start listening to your online audio lessons immediately while waiting for the rest of your HMA system to arrive. And that's it. If you have any questions, please feel free to call me at 858-274-7851. Yours sincerely, Michael Senoff. P.S. Please keep in mind that while it really is easy and simple to make money with Richard's system, it is not for everyone. I say this because if you and I talk and I find that you're not a fit for this system and I say no, please don't take it personally. There are some people who just shouldn't be marketing consultants, especially with Richard's system. But the one way to find out is to give me a call at 858-274-7851. If you get my voicemail, please leave your name, your area code and phone number, say that you're calling about the HMA system, and I'll call you back at once. Please do not email. I get so much spam that your email may never make it to me. If you're still not sure if my HMA system is right for you, go and hear real stories from other HMA marketing consultants in their own words how they were able to get their first clients. All you have to do is go to hardtofindseminars.com capital AUDIOCLIPS, capital H.htm. That's hardtofindseminars.com/audioclipsH. The A is capital and the H is capital. Thanks for listening.